I don't think we need to be as strict on the video issue anymore. And it looks like we have a quorum anyway of members that have audio and video. And even for the applicants, so long as they are sworn in and state their name and address, we can lighten up on the video requirements. We need to get this stuff done, and unfortunately it's taken a while to get to this point, but if we can't have in person, we can loosen up the requirements on the video at least.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Oh, there's Shane. We see you, Shane.
Hi, Shane.
All right, Wendy, thank you. Given that, we'll go ahead and get the meeting called to order for the General Home Improvement Licensing Board of Review for today, November 4th. Cliff, do you want to roll, please?
Lost my pen. Daniel Wall.
Right here. Yes.
Here.
Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor. Shane.
Can you hear us, Shane?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Are you calling for James?
Shane.
I'm calling Roll.
Shane. Okay,
Shane.
I apologize. Shane Taylor.
Ross
Okay.
Appledorn.
Here.
Shane, can you hear me? Apparently you can't. I'm not muted. He's not muted. Well, I can see Shane if that works for Roll, Mike.
Okay. And I'm here as well. So we can move on to the prior month's minutes from the October 7th meeting. I'll entertain a motion to approve those if we've had the chance to review.
2 seconds and I'll be completed with my review.
If there was a second, I didn't hear it.
Second.
Cliff, we have a motion to approve the prior month's minutes and a second. If you could please call the roll.
Daniel Wall,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Here.
Taylor, Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pione,
Aye. Motion carries on approval of the prior month's minutes. Tony, Cliff, or Wendy, any preference on the hearings versus applications first?
Yeah, there was a request to hear the due process first because they waited for almost the whole meeting last time and ran into
That's right.
technical difficulties.
That's right. That sounds good. So let's do that.
I'm on the phone.
Hi, Shane. So Cliff or Ken, you want to introduce your guess I need to get everybody sworn in first.
Yep.
So which
It's 2918 Blossom Avenue.
okay, so this is Melissa Judd and the City of Columbus versus First Voice Class Block doing business in Ohio Egress. 4918 Blossom Avenue. So anybody giving testimony, I want to swear you in. I think I can do that collectively unless Wendy can do that individually. on?
That's fine. They just need to state their name and address.
Perfect. Thank you. So if you're on related to giving testimony for this new case process hearing, please identify yourself.
My name is Matt Hildebrand with First Choice Glass Block and Ohio Egress.
Thank you, Matt.
Can you hear me?
And is it Melissa also?
I don't see her on here, and I am almost 100% sure she was on the meeting last month, but I did not get her notice until today. And we were hearing this again today, so I'm hoping she can on here.
Okay. Is anybody other than Matt Hildebrand giving testimony? Anybody other than the city and Matt Hildebrand giving testimony? All right, Matt and Cliff or Ken, whoever from the city, if I could swear you in here, get your right hand up. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Okay, thank you. Tony, did you get Matt's information as he introduced himself prior to signing in, or do we need to repeat that? You got that?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Repeat that information, please. Your name and address for the record.
Mr. Hildebrand?
Are you speaking to me? I apologize. Yes.
Sir.
My name is. I apologize. My name is Matt Hildebrand, and we're at 3159 Berlin Station Road in Delaware, Ohio.
Cliff or Ken, do you want to introduce the content, please?
June 19th of this year, installation of a basement egress window was started at 2918 Blossom Avenue. On the 20th, there were texts from the customer asking about inspections and permitting. On the 25th, the customer also received a text from the contractor stating that there would be additional charges for getting a permit. On August 4th, we received a contractor complaint. On August 6th, I spoke with the customer. They were asking again about the permit, and a permit had not been obtained. Structural field supervisor Randy Eddy made a site visit and verified that yes, there was an egress window installed. And currently, to date, there is still not a permit for the egress window.
Okay. Matt, any information from you as to why there's no permit?
Yes, absolutely. We came into the process. The job was already started by the homeowners. I believe it's not actually the homeowner, the renter's boyfriend, who represented himself as being the owners of the home. And I have a relationship with the guy. Seen him at the home show for about 10 years. He's been asking me about this egress window for about 10 years. Many of conversations, we're a tight-knit little community at the home shows, some camaraderie there. He basically came to me in the spring home show and said, hey, listen, I'm over my head. I started this thing. Can you come and finish it? My wife's, giving me a hard time. No problem. So we went out there and took care of the guy. And then after it was all said and done, I guess there was confusion in reference to the building permit. I thought he had pulled it because that's what his statement was. Unfortunately, he did not. I think this is more or less a payment problem than it is anything. We requested that we get the plot plan from the renter, who is actually representing themselves as being the homeowner. And then she basically told me to never talk to her again. And at that point, now we have somebody that has a lien on the property that we don't even have a clue who they are. There's a felony check forgery case that's opened on Mrs. Judd in reference to a check that she had furnished to us, forging a name that she was not a signer on the account, and there was no money in the account. So there's a big, long story behind the whole thing. We've went out of our way to produce the building permit after the fact, but unfortunately, without a plot plan, we can't do a whole lot on that end. And without any communication from the homeowner, and the homeowner told us not to communicate to us, it just went to our attorney, and now there's a lien on the property.
So Matt, what's in front of us really relates to the Columbus Building Code. Involved the permits required, associated inspections required, associated approvals required, and associated covering up work before inspections. It really doesn't relate to the other items, though I understand that adds to the.
And I understand that. We've been in business for 20 years. We have no problems producing building permits. Unfortunately, without a plot plan, we can't do that. And it was my understanding that they already produced the building permit on their end.
Cliff or Ken, can you help us understand of a plot plan for an egress window, please?
What he's referring to is essentially showing a plan of the actual structure and the plot so that we can see the exterior wall that they're putting the egress window in, to make sure that it's not too close to the property line to where it cannot have a window there, or making sure that it is an exterior wall that can accommodate a window. So it's not specifically the plot plan. It's essentially providing a set of drawings showing the work that's being performed, and a plot plan is part of those drawings.
Ken, we can't hear you.
Now you're not talking to us.
Hey, Cliff, do you have history on permits pulled by the Matt Hildebrand's group?
They've obtained 3 permits in the last 12 months, and they have never been before the board.
Say that Matt, he's did work for our company, Diamond Builders. He's pulled permits every time we've used them. I can testify on that he's did everything correct on our jobs. It sounds like it's a little bit of mix up with the 3 parties: the renter, the homeowner, and the contractor.
Yeah, well, the question is, Tom, how does this thing get resolved? Because ultimately a building permit is required for this. And how do we get to that?
Hey, Matt, this is work that you performed. You installed the egress window, or no?
We finished the job. The job was already started by the person that identified himself as being the homeowner. They're actually the renter, we found out after the fact. So the job was already started. We came in the middle of it, which we don't really like to do, but we did for the camaraderie we had with him.
So when you started, was the window in, or did you put the window in?
The window was not in.
Okay, so you put that in. So Cliff, is there a way that he can pull a permit for this and close this out that doesn't involve the complicated survey documents or whatever that is? Or is that just part of the process?
Well, it's part of the drawings, but the plot plan can be just downloaded off the auditor's site. I mean, it doesn't have to be any fancy. It doesn't have to be a survey. It just has to be something that shows where the structure sits on the property and gives some kind of dimension as to how far it is off the property line. I think what the difficult part may be here is that if the homeowner or the renter would have to authorize Matt to actually get the permit.
Right. Yeah.
Cliff, based on the city's inspection of the work, is there any reason to believe that this wouldn't pass an inspection, assuming that a permit is issued?
Rand didn't necessarily look at it as an inspection. He was there to verify if the work was actually performed. However, he did not bring back any information saying that it was not a job that would pass code. I mean, typically if it's a really shoddy job, typically the inspector's going to come back and go, yes, the work's done and it's not done very well. That information was not brought back. The only information I got is yes, the window was installed.
So if we have no choice but to assume, then it's probably fair to assume that the work is likely to pass.
That'd be a fair assumption.
So Matt, do you still have communication with the homeowner?
She requested that we no longer speak to her. She's reached out to my attorney, and so is the actual homeowner. When you say homeowner, do you mean Mrs. Judd or the actual homeowner that owns the home? I apologize.
I would say probably the homeowner itself, not the renter.
They have reached out to our attorney, and they made it very clear never to bother them again, both the homeowner and Mrs. Judd.
Hey guys, I'm inclined to go one of two routes and bounce this off you, get some feedback. I think we find him guilty of the violation because he put in the window without a permit. And then there's probably no action on it given his history and his forthcomingness with this hearing. The other option is to table it and give him an opportunity to get a permit and close it out naturally. But it sounds like that's not an option that's going to happen. Does anybody have any different opinions or options?
I agree with that.
I agree with you, Mike. I'd say try to get the permit pulled and get some paperwork, the city to approve it. And you can maybe send it to the attorney that that's already been approved by the city if it gets approved.
Well, it won't be approved without a permit. However,
Right.
if, without having the owner or the renter here to make comment, I mean, it sounds as though the work was started by the renter, who is in essence representing the owner because they have authority to live there. And then Mr. Hildebrand came in and helped finish it up. Yes, he should have checked to see if there was a license. He should have, or a permit, and shouldn't have performed the work without a permit. But even at this point, if Mr. Hildebrand does not get a permit, I think that it's going to end up being a working without permit order written against the owner, who essentially the representative started the work without a permit anyway. So
yeah.
I think as far as Mike's first suggestion, that we can go forward as far as the due process, and then the part of there being a permit and getting the work inspected, that's something that the city will handle.
Okay. Fine. Mr. Chairman, are you ready for a motion?
Yeah, I think certainly.
Okay. Motion defining the fact that Mr. Hildebrand failed to acquire a building permit, failed to have inspections performed, failed to acquire the required approvals, failed to pay the working without a fee, all of the property located at 2918 Blossom Avenue.
Hey, Ross, I think the only one to add is the specialty. We failed to get the registered specialty contractor engaged. Correct?
I don't think that violation is pertinent.
Okay.
I don't see it on here, but
I'm looking at the July 20 letter. That may be from a previous. So your motion is on the table, Ross. I apologize.
I'll second.
All right, Cliff, we have a motion as stated and a second related to finding of fact.
I didn't hear the second.
Tom,
Second, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel?
Aye.
Tom Sinek?
Aye.
Shane Taylor?
Aye.
Ross Appledorn?
aye.
Mike Piano?
Aye. So motion carries on the finding of fact.
I will then make a motion as a conclusion of law that by doing so, Mr. Hildebrand violated building code section 4137, building permits required, 4115.01, inspections required, 4115.03, approvals required, 4115.05, working without a permit fee, all again at the property located at 2918 Blossom Avenue.
Second.
All right, we have the conclusion of law motion, Cliff, as well as the second from Tom. Roll call, please.
Daniel Walt?
Aye.
Tom Sinek? Shane Taylor?
Aye.
Ross Appledorn?
Aye.
Mike Piano?
Aye. So motion carries on conclusion of law.
We'll then make a motion that at this time we take no action against Mr. Hildebrand's license.
Second.
Cliff, we have a second on the motion to take no action. Roll call, please.
Walt?
Aye.
Tom Sinek?
Aye.
Shane Taylor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mike Piano?
Aye. So motion carries on the punishment for no action on that. Matt, thank you for joining us. Feel free to follow up with the city if you have any follow-up questions.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to follow up with, but I appreciate the time and sorry that we had to all go through this together. And
Thank you.
You have a great day. So I'm good now. I can leave.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
you. Tony, is there a second due process that we want to hear? Or
There is not. Just done with the due process. We can go ahead and move to the applications. And I have a few applicants that are on the line if you want to go ahead and take care of those first.
Okay. Why don't you drive, Tony, and guide us to the which ones?
Okay, he's with Lavender. And he's application number 2. I will pull that up here in a second. Are you there, Larry? Oh, I see you. Okay, Larry's there. when they put this up.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I did review some of that information that Larry submitted. I personally am satisfied that he has shown his qualifications for approval.
Okay. Any other comments in agreement or contrary that for discussion? If not, we can make a motion on that, and we can not need to swear in Larry.
I will make a motion to approve Mr. Beaton's license.
I'll second.
Thank you.
I second that.
Cliff, application number 2 for Larry Beam. We have a motion to approve, and we have a second. If you could please call roll.
Daniel Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Nate Kaler,
Aye.
Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pione.
Aye. Motion carries on the approval of application number 2 for Larry Beam as submitted. Larry, thanks for joining us. Tony may have some follow-up information for you on next steps. Feel free to call or email as convenient. You are free to go. Tony, next item.
Okay. Now I can't see the. Are you still there, Wendy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, I just, while I'm pulling this up, I have a question for you. Robert Tobias was on the meeting for the sign erectors board yesterday, and he mentioned that the ruling that gave us the permission to meet through web is expiring on December 1st. Is there any update on that?
No, I haven't heard it. I mean, I don't think that means you can't continue to do it this way. But, you know, if you want to start having in person, you can. I think that's what that means.
Okay. So I would have to clear that with Tony Celebrezzi, but at least to me, the board members agree that this is kind of painful.
Second.
Talk about that later. The next is Bruno Hernandez is on the line here. And I'll put his application up. This application
Number 4.
Yep.
Will you grab me a glass of water,
All right, Mr. Hernandez, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to swear you in over the phone here, and we're going to ask you a couple questions. So I'm going to trust your right hand is up. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
If you could state your name and address and phone number for the record, please, I would appreciate it.
Yes, sir. My name is Albero Hernandez, and I live at 1128 Lawrence Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43207.
Give us your phone number also, if you could, please.
614-999-4157.
Great, thank you. So you're looking for 2 limited scope licenses, roofing, windows, and doors. I'm sorry, siding, windows, and doors, and also roofing.
So, to be honest with you, I probably jumped the gun on the siding, windows, and doors, but roofing, I'm definitely down. For roofing, I consider myself an unlicensed professional.
Okay, so we can strike the siding, windows, and doors, and just
yeah, because I'm limited to only simple vinyl siding and one. You know, I don't want to get into the whole like two level sidings and things. So I'm going to need more work on that. But
I think that'll make it a little bit easier.
Later on, I'm going to look into that. you know, give it like another year.
Good. So speak to how long have you been doing roofing?
So I went and did the chase, and without trying too hard, I saw that I had insurance 2.5 years ago, and that was when I moved to Cincinnati before D-Ring. And it's hard for me to tell you exactly, but qualification, it says 2 years minimum. I definitely have that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're hands-on yourself doing the work?
Yeah, I've already done approximately 50 subcontracted jobs for contractors in Columbus, you know, like Feasel and Benchmark. And before that, like other than that, I've worked D-Rings. You know, I didn't stick around because they didn't have crews. They couldn't start a crew to do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in Cincinnati. You could check with Deer Park Roofing and also Sheriff Goslin. But in Cincinnati, you could talk to Tom. You could talk to them about that.
We're not in the business of calling your references. We're taking your word for it. You're under oath, so we're just asking you to present the information. Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Hernandez? I feel like he's represented.
I agree with you. I think he's qualified to do roofing only.
I concur.
Unless there are any other comments, I would entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the application for Mr. Hernandez.
For roofing, yes.
For roof, just for roofing.
A second.
Roll call, please.
Daniel Wall,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Taylor. Aye. Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pione,
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 4, modified to be roofing only for Mr. Albero Hernandez. Thank you for joining us. There'll be follow-up information that Tony can supply.
Cool.
Albero, thank you very much.
Thank you. So is that going to be mailed to my house or emailed or?
Yes, you'll get it. You'll get. I think that they're sending a regular mail. I'll email you and let you know for sure.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The next applicant that I see on there is Kevin Holmes, number 6, demolition contractor that you tabled last month.
Kevin, if you're on, I will swear you in. I can hear you. Kevin, I'll trust your right hand is up. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. If you could please state your name, address, and phone number for the record.
Kevin Benz, 1659 Duxbury Ave. Phone number is 517-960-5310.
Tony, were you able to collect that? I didn't hear it all. If you did, I'm good.
I'm good because I can see it right on the screen.
Okay.
So I'm good.
Perfect. Kevin, I think if I recall correctly, Kevin, your application that we looked at last month didn't include an appropriate period of time that represented the requirement. How long have you been doing demo?
I've been doing construction rehabs and demos for almost 30 years. I came originally from Michigan, and I worked for myself under ABS Construction in Michigan. I got services girls. Michigan died, so I moved to Columbus.
I think I lost you there, Kevin.
I'm still here.
Just in and out. I can't hear it very well. Maybe it's me.
No, I'm not understanding you either.
What I think I heard is that he's been doing construction for 30 years. I don't know if I heard that specific to demolition.
Demolition started when I was 18. I'm 42 now. I've done 800 houses between Shelby and Michigan. And I've actually done some in Columbus. And one of the guys used me as a reference to his license. I didn't realize it was a license from the HIC they already had.
Does anybody have any comments? I think I heard most of what I need to hear, including every other word. It sounded like he represented enough experience.
Hey, Kevin, plus you have an HIC and general contractor's license too. Is that correct? I see on the application.
Yes, sir. I already hold both of those. I didn't realize demolition in the state of Ohio was separate from the HIC. In Michigan, you get one license that covers all of it.
Yeah, I'd say he's qualified for. I make a motion to approve his application for a demo license, Mr. Holmes.
I second that.
All right, Cliff. Given the testimony, we have a motion to approve and a second. If you could please call roll.
Daniel Wolf, Tom Sinek,
Aye.
James Kaler,
Aye.
Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Theo.
Aye. Motion carries on the approval of the demolition application for number 6 for Kevin Holmes. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Tony, what do you got next?
Find them further. Hang on a second. Okay, Joseph Dyer, number 12.
Mr. Chairman, I reviewed that application and I feel that Mr. Dyer represented his experience adequately. Without objection, I would make a motion to approve the application.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All right, Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Wolf,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Kaler. Aye. Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Young.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 12, the HIC General for Joseph Dyer. Joseph, thanks for joining us. You're all set. Tony will have some follow-up information with you in the mail or email.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. James Johnson, number 16.
I'm here.
Great. Let's take a look real quick, James. I may swear you in depending on what we see here. James, let's go ahead and swear you in. We do have a pass test. I want to get into a couple questions here. If I can get your right hand up, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Thank you. If you could name, address, and phone number for the record.
The address is 7995 Storrow Drive, Westerville, Ohio, 43081. Telephone number is 614-404-8618.
And you are James Johnson?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. I see operations manager, and I see.
Putting additional info on the screen. Here we go. This is Mr. Johnson's additional information also.
Okay, I didn't see the additional information.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm certainly satisfied with the additional information.
I agree. Sorry, I didn't catch that first time around. Yeah, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for Mr. Johnson.
I'll second.
So if we have a motion to approve in a second, given the supplemented information, if you would please call roll.
Daniel Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Taylor,
Aye.
Ross Appleborn,
Aye.
Pino.
Aye. Motion carried on the application number 16 for James Johnson, given the supplemental information. Thank you, James. You're all set. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too. Tony, what do we do?
I'm checking right now to see what else, who else is on here. Is there anyone else online that has an application?
I don't think so. I think Wendy is listed as call-in user number 2, which is fine.
We did, that was Mr. Johnson that we just did? Yeah,
Correct.
okay. I think that's it.
Let's go back to the first one.
Hey, Tony,
Yes.
are you getting my WebEx chat?
Let's see one here. Application. Talking about the down at the counter, they're not requiring notaries right now because of banks being closed, et cetera, for people getting in and getting notarized. They're not being as strict about that right now. So they're taking them in. Okay.
So I'm looking at application number 1, Bastian.
Yeah.
He was going to join us. I don't think you're on here. I didn't respond to that application. You saw that already. Fine. Hang on. Additional info.
Yeah, his experience that he listed does not include any dates.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah, and the work experience that is listed has a year and a half ago to current, or July last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, we already saw this one, right? So there was anything additional provided?
No, she just said that she would be available for the meeting today, and she's not on here.
So we've already disapproved that. We'll leave that there unless anybody has a different opinion and move on to the next one.
Okay.
Application number 2, we've reviewed and approved. Application number 3, Mary Colleen Carey. So there is some additional information Tony gave us for this.
Let me see.
I mean,
I'm trying to get it. I'm sorry.
it's a list of addresses is all it is, with the description, roof, and
I literally got that like right before the meeting started, and I asked her to please call me so I could tell her just get on this meeting. And then let me see, she did answer me, and she said, I think she said her daughter is in the hospital and she could not get on the meeting. Let me see.
well,
I think that stands. If he gets on before the end of our meeting, we can circle back to it. But for now, that stands as previously disapproved.
I agree.
What's her name?
Number 4. Was there something else on application number 3, Tony?
You can have somebody call me. I will take care of this between now and next month, so we'll just skip this one for now.
Application 4 we approved is with the modification. Application number 5, previously seen. We have new information that Tony provided here. This guy's looking for 6 limited scope licenses. I think it's a good narrative that doesn't really support his case.
That once again, there's no dates listed.
Right.
He mentions 11 years, but he doesn't indicate which of these trades took place during which periods of time.
Right. No, I don't think they're all touched on either. Okay, so we'll leave application number 5 as previously disapproved. No further action. Application 6 we approved earlier. Application number 7, Ally Kirby. Let's see here. No new information on 7 on Ally Kirby.
No, he was supposed to attend the meeting. I sent him the link.
So we leave that as disapproved previously. Peabody, same thing. Is there any additional information there?
I'm pretty sure. Should be.
I didn't see any.
I didn't see any.
Hang on a second. Let me see what I can find here. Oh my goodness. We still didn't have dates.
Yeah, I don't see any additional information.
Who wasn't in there that I guess I didn't have any.
So we'll leave that one as it was previously disapproved.
Yep.
On to the next. Application number 9. We have a past test.
I would say I got a problem with that one.
It appears to me that it's got appropriate detail of experience. I would entertain a motion to approve this unless anybody has a dissenting opinion.
So Ross, is this one yours?
Me.
Yeah, that's.
Story.
Tom, I'll entertain a motion if you want to.
Yeah. Well, Ross, it didn't look like the picture.
I didn't think it was either.
You sure that's Ross? Is that you?
That's me, my friend.
Okay.
Shane or Daniel, I'll entertain a motion from one of you guys.
I second.
I make a motion to approve the application for Ross for HIC license.
I'll second that.
Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Wall,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Taylor,
Aye.
Mike Dion.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 9 for Ross Appledorn. Application.
Ken Neverman emailed his vote and he said no, but we'll forget that since he's not here. Okay.
Application number 10 for Jamie Batista. Looking for 2 limited scope licenses.
I would make a motion to approve that application.
I second that.
All right, Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Walt,
Aye.
Tom Smith,
Aye.
Shane Kaler,
Aye.
Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 10 for Jamie Batista. Application number 11, Isaac Hoover. And for 2 limited scope licenses.
Right, and he applied for the wrong ones on here. He wants siding windows and doors and roofing. Those are the only 2 that he requests, and I have attached his email somewhere where he said that.
Yeah.
So it's in the additional information, the second folder that where he changed the. Hang on a second. It's so hard to switch between screens here. So I want to stop sharing this one.
Yeah, I got it, Tony. It's in your additional information that you provided.
At this time, I just want to license full permits for roofing, siding, windows, and doors.
So does he have hands-on experience is my question as I'm reading through this.
Go ahead.
Well,
What am I looking at? A list of references?
The one on the screen might help. The one I have up there right now, that was the one he sent me with his experience, I believe.
Roof repairs.
Guess it's there.
he certainly did not make it easy for us.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all there, though.
Don't let Wendy hear this, but I've known this guy for a very long time also.
I make a motion to approve Mr. Kogar's application. I approve to make the motion to approve his application.
I'll second.
I second that.
All right, Cliff, we have a motion to approve application number 11 and a second. If you could call roll, please.
Daniel Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Kaler,
Aye.
Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 11, modified from what was listed to siding, windows, and doors, and also roofing for Isaac Kogar. Application approved. Application 12 we looked at earlier and approved for Dyer. Application 13 is at hand. Mohammed Ahmad.
I would make a motion to approve his application.
I'll second.
Cliff, roll call, please.
Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Kaler,
Aye.
Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 13 for roofing only. Application 14 for Brandon Heisler. Limited, 3 limited siding, windows, doors, deck installation, and also fencing.
Yeah, I would also make a motion to approve Mr. Heisler's application.
I second.
Cliff, roll call, please.
Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Kaler,
Aye.
Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 14 for high school. Application 15 for Robert Hinkle. He's looking for 4 limited scope licenses: siding, windows, doors, deck installation, roofing, and fencing.
Yeah, you got real close, in my opinion. I'm not sure you made it way there.
I'm reading what I did on that page.
He went to a roofing apprenticing school.
Yeah, I did. So I think the roofing one is not a problem, but what about the other limited fluids?
Yeah, no mention of it, right?
Right, he indicated roofing, siding, doors, windows. He made no mention of decks and fences that I see.
There's an additional page, I believe. Hang on a second.
Yeah, let's see here.
Robert Hinkle. Oh, wait a minute. I've got Hickman, Daniel Hickman, not Robert Hinkle.
Yeah, he said. I don't think he ever uses the word deck or the word fence, unless I'm missing that.
I think he needs some more information, or just the roofing limited.
Yeah, I don't think we can modify it without him asking us to, though.
Right.
Yep.
So I think we have no choice but to disapprove this application.
I agree.
I'll make a motion to disapprove Mr. Hinkle's application.
I'll second it.
Disapprove.
Disapprove.
Second. Aye.
I'm happy. My phone is blowing up. I'm so scared that it might be applicants. I'm trying to text them back and say, who is this? I'm in a meeting.
Sorry, I was frozen there for a second. What happened? Did we make a motion to disapprove 15?
Yes.
He was missing fencing experience.
Right. Where are we at in the motion? I lost track.
We have a motion and a second on application number 15.
Okay, Cliff, roll call, please.
Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Taylor, Ross Appledorn,
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of application 15 for Robert Hinkle. Cliff, it sounds like you got a stack of drawings piled up over the microphone on your computer. I don't know if there's a distance or a hardware issue, or if it's just my hardware. We'll go to application 16. You already looked at earlier and approved. Application 17. Darwin looking for.
I need to. The person who's been calling me is the Melissa Judd from the complaint that we already see.
Oh.
I don't know.
What's that, Tony? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, the complaint from complaints that we already heard didn't get my notice until 1:05. And she's been trying to get on the meeting, and now it's, oh, they want to tell her.
Well, basically, I think we just need to tell her that we've already heard the case. He was found guilty, but no action was taken against his license due to the circumstances.
Okay, should I have her join the meeting or should I just tell her that?
I would just tell her that.
I don't think there's any reason. Yeah, there's no reason for her to join now.
Okay, I will let her know that. We
Yeah.
can move on to the next meeting. All right, thank you.
Tony, it looks like Mr. Hickman has joined us also.
Okay, I'll go back to his application.
Number 5.
Oh, Hickman, Daniel Hickman, who is it? There he is, okay. Daniel Hickman. Oh, and you were just looking for dates. His application is number 5. Let me go back up.
I apologize for being late.
Well, we're glad you're here.
I appreciate the opportunity to join. Yeah, it was kind of late, and I was trying to rearrange everything. We've had some emergency calls come in that we were trying to get to, so I appreciate the opportunity.
You want to finish 17 here, and then we'll jump back to Hickman.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to approve application 17 for Mr. McClellan.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right. Application number 17, Cliff, we have a motion to approve in a couple seconds. Roll call, please.
Daniel Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
Shane Kaler. Aye. Ross Applebaum.
Aye.
Mike Campbell.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 17 for Darwin McClellan for limited scope siding windows and doors. I think Mr. Hickman hopped on there. We'll go back to application number 5, please. Daniel, I'm going to get sworn in. I think we have a few questions to
Sure.
discuss on this one.
Absolutely.
If I could get your right hand up, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. And if you could just state your name, address for the record, please, that would be great.
Sure. Absolutely. Daniel Paul Hickman.
Address, if you could also.
I'm sorry?
If you could also state your address. If you did, I missed it.
Okay. 2956 Grand Haven Drive, Pickerington, Ohio, 43147.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sweet. I don't have my notes in front of me. That we disapproved this last month. I think we were looking to hear about your hands-on experience in each of the trades, each of the 5, I guess 6 trades we're taking.
Sure. So basically, from, I guess, local history from 2009 until 2015, I worked for Advanced Concepts Incorporated out of Canal, Winchester, Ohio, as a project manager, and also with projects. Everything we do is, or at that point, was kind of a hands-on situation. A lot of, for that company, a lot of storm restoration, home improvement. So everything from roofing. The roofing company that I've worked with mainly, as far as in the field, it's Sustina Roofing out of Etna, Ohio. Victor is the owner of that company. So from there, I'd worked with the crews on the field. I was certified Certainteed installer through Certainteed, as well as siding for Certainteed as well. those, I think that was probably in 2010. I think that certification was done. And then Windows, Symington, Vinyl Max certifications as well, as well as working with the crews in the field, both as support, project management, and installation. And then as far as fencing and concrete, basic sidewalks, approaches, working with the crews in the field as far as framing and just anything we can do to learn, experience, always as far as, hands-on, making sure we know what's going on, how to do it in order to be able to manage the project efficiently.
Hey, Daniel, I'm hearing a number of generalities and plural pronouns. And I was kind of looking for your personal hands-on experience as it relates to each of those trades.
Okay, sure. As far as, you want individual, I guess the plural is because normally everything we do as a team, we do as a group. So everything that, I've done in the field, is, typically with the team of people that are there with us, I guess. As far as generalities, I've done concrete patios, sidewalks. I have an exposed aggregate, patio in my backyard that was done myself. As far as roofing goes, I'm not on the roof by myself. Typically, is the concrete. It's me and whatever crew we've got in there with us. So I guess I'm not sure as far as the specifics, what you would want from that aspect.
How about your deck installation? How many decks have you performed, would you say?
Probably 20.
20. And you swung the hammer and the nail guns and all that on the decks?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, and when I say that, so there's always a crew there with me as well, so, and there's always a crew lead that's in charge, so on and so forth. But as far as pulling permits, through the city or whatever, I've pulled them under Advanced Concepts, and then actually been on site, for sure, swinging the hammer, running a nail gun, running a coil nailer. I'm very brad nailers, whatever finish nailers, pin nailers. Yeah.
What we need to hear from you in order to approve this application is we need to hear that you meet the requirements for the number of years of hands-on experience for each of these trades.
Okay.
So if you can make it simple for us, that'd be wonderful.
Okay. I apologize. I'm trying to make it as clear as I can, and apparently it's coming in mud. So in the field, every job that we do, I'm right there on hands-on with the crew, with whether it's a coil nailer, I'm on the roof, I'm in the concrete, I'm leveling posts for the decks. I'm so as far as that goes, from specifically in the Columbus area from 2009 on. So from 2009 to 2014, with Advanced Concepts, from 2014 to 2015 with Wallet Construction, and then from 2015 until about 3 months ago with Construct Ohio. All three of those companies are general contractors inside of and licensed with Columbus. I think I was a licensed permit puller as far as with those companies as well. And then with every project that we would have going on, every permit that was pulled, I was hands-on each project, whether it's a privacy fence, whether it's a deck, whether it's a sidewalk pour, an approach, and then as far as that goes. I realize I guess without sending photos of the projects to show you kind of what they were or what they was. My hands are calloused. I don't know what else to. I'm not.
I think you've said enough. I make a motion to approve the application, the limited scopes of licenses for Mr. Hickman.
Did we get a second there? I'm sorry. I heard Tom's motion. I didn't hear a second. Did we get a second?
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Second.
Before we continue, is there any other questioning before we move on with the motion? Okay, we have Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Wall.
Aye.
Aye.
Kaler.
Aye.
Ross Appledorn.
No.
Mike Pino.
Aye. So motion carries, noting Ross's dissent on the application approval for number 5, Daniel Hickman. Daniel, you're approved, and Tony will have some follow-up information that she'll send you. Thank you for joining us. You are free to continue your day.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you. So back to 18, Joshua McGee. Looking for 2 limited scope licenses, siding, windows, doors, and also roofing.
Yeah, he used to work for me. He's got all the qualifications. He's actually a firefighter too. I make a motion to approve Mr. McGee's application.
I'll second.
Cliff, roll call, please.
The Wall. Daniel Wall.
Aye.
Tom Sinek.
Aye.
And Kaler.
Aye.
Mike Pino.
Aye. Motion carries on approval of application number 18 for the. Can you guys hear me okay? I feel like I'm cutting in and out, or I'm getting frozen up.
I hear you.
Okay. Thank you. 19, Michael Moore, HIC General. We have a passed test.
I'm satisfied with his experience. I would make a motion to approve the application.
I'll second that.
Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Wall.
Aye.
Tom Sinek.
Aye.
Dane Kaler.
Aye.
Ross Appledorn.
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries on application number 19 for Michael Moore. Application number 20, Raymond Matthew Reynolds, looking for 5 limited scope licenses as listed.
He got pretty close. I don't know if he made it all the way or not. Streaming. Good. I didn't see lathing and stucco.
Right, I agree.
I also don't see deck building.
Does that say home wine installation?
Yeah.
What's that?
Probably building wine cellars.
That might be wire, home wire install. Wire.
Yeah, again, I don't see any indication of decking or deck building. I don't see any indication of stucco.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, you put fencing, not decking.
Yeah. So given that, I would make a motion to disapprove the application.
I second.
Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Walt.
Aye.
Tom
Aye.
Shane Taylor.
Aye.
Ross Appledorn.
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries on the disapproval of application number 20 for Reynolds. Application 21, Rafael Lopez Silva. 21.
He was previously and just didn't get his paperwork back in time, so he's just reapplying for the same things that you approved him for previously.
Tony, I missed that. Do that again, Tony, please.
If I'm going to go down to the page where he was approved previously by the board. There's the letter, January 2020, but he didn't get his paperwork back, so he had to reapply. He's already approved for these same items.
Yeah, we approved him in January.
Content seems a little light on the application. If that's irrelevant, then we can move on with it.
I would make a motion to approve the application.
I second that.
I think I heard a second. Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Walt.
Aye.
Aye.
Shane Taylor.
Aye.
Aye.
Mike Pion.
Aye. Motion carries on the approval of application number 21 for Silva. 22, Chad Waltz looking for 5 limited licenses as listed.
I don't see where he indicated experience in siding, windows, doors, roofs. Fencing. Oh, no, he did list fencing. I apologize.
He's got windows and
You got doors and windows.
He does.
He's got windows and doors.
He doesn't have roofing listed.
Does he have siding?
I mean, Cliff, does building steel buildings count?
I'm sorry?
Does building steel buildings count? You obviously are going to install a roof when you build a steel building.
I mean, the code says in the specific area. I mean, I think that's going to be an interpretation up to you guys.
I'm inclined not to approve it, given the gap there.
Fair enough. I will make a motion to disapprove the application.
Russ, I second.
Was that a second from Daniel?
Yeah.
Thank you. Cliff, roll call, please.
Daniel Walt,
Aye.
Tom Sinek,
Aye.
James Taylor,
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries on disapproval of application 22 for Chad Wolf, given the weakness on a couple of the listed requests. All right, Tony, what do we got next? Another due process?
That's it.
Oh, I thought there was another due process.
There was another due process, but they had requested a continuance.
Okay, I won't ask again. Any other business from anyone?
Guys, did we hear an answer then from Tony or Wendy as regarding our plan for the meeting next month?
As far as what plan?
Where will we?
Yeah.
I think unless we get something from the director, Scott Messer, we will not be meeting in the building.
Okay.
So I can check and see, but I know that they're not going to want public coming into the building. So unless we can come up with a method of cameras or somewhat that people can participate, I don't know how we'll be able to do that in the office. Yeah.
Hi, this is Wendy. I just wanted to let you know that I think Columbus Public Health is doing some in-person hearings. So I think it can be done, but you're right. You're going to need to have permission from the director and maybe the mayor's office to use, the big room in your building for that.
And I can talk to Scott about that.
Hey, Cliff, from my opinion, if there were an opportunity for the board to meet in person and still have video for outside participants, I think that would be beneficial to the efficiency. If that's not possible, I understand, and hopefully we'll get there one day.
I'm not sure how the other meetings have the video and the audio. I can definitely check into it. But until I get something official from the director, then we'll just have to continue virtual. But I'll definitely see if I can't get a meeting with Scott and see what direction we can go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not dying to get down to that building, to be honest, but this thing is pretty brutal. I mean, it is brutal.
I agree. All
So,
right.
All right, we can
Taylor
adjourn.
has to wear 2 masks.
Unless there are any other comments, we can adjourn the meeting.
I got one question. This is for Wendy. I've got a homeowner that wants to file a complaint, but she cannot find a notary to file her complaint with, or to notarize her complaint. Is it my understanding that you are waiving the notary for complaints?
No, I don't. I have not suggested that is an option. They still have to be notarized. I just read somewhere that, oh gosh, somebody is offering free notary services, and now I can't recall. But I can look into that and send you an email. But yeah, the complaints must be notarized. City complaints must be notarized. I mean, if there's any way for her to bring it into your office and do you have a notary available to do it there?
I don't know, like licensing, our licensing is the one that said that they're waiving the notary on the complaint, on the applications as they're coming in, because it's too hard for people to find a notary right now. Of course, complaints. I am a notary, but I don't know how comfortable I would be coming in and meeting with Grant to notarize paperwork.
Yeah, Tony, you cut out a little bit, so I'm not exactly sure what you said, except that you're a notary, and if you were in the office and somebody brought the complaint in and signed it before you, you could notarize it?
Well, I could, but what I said was I don't know how comfortable I would be with random strangers coming in and giving, that's a close transaction as far as, giving me their driver's license and all that. I mean, I would do it, obviously, but I'm just saying, I understand why people maybe are uncomfortable getting a notary right now.
Correct.
I think if you wear masks and... Sorry, go ahead.
She said the banks will not do it, and that she went to UPS, who had been doing some notary work, but they want $8 a page, and she wants to send a lot of information, and that's just out of her, out of range for her. So
I may be able to help you. Why don't you just give me a call when we're done with this conference?
$7 a page, right, Daniel?
Right.
I can do it. I can do it. I'm just saying that I understand why people are uncomfortable right now with it, but if Ken wants to set up a time, before the next meeting, I would be willing to do that.
well, I can do that if you'd like. I could give you the woman's phone number and stuff, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, you and I will work on that then. Thank you.
All right, if nothing else, I think we can adjourn, right? Tony, you good? Cliff, you good?
I'm good.
Great, everybody. See you next month.
Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Be safe.